Zakai on the steals. I'm sure you know you broke Santi's record. Have you kind of let him know yet, or was there any kind of lead up, like I'm going to get it? Any kind of friendly back and forth?
Nah, not really. But I found out last night that I was pretty close to it. But last year once Santi got it, like I was happy for him. Like we was hype about it. Me and him personally. And then I was like, I'm just letting you know I'm coming for that. But I know he's happy for me on the back end.
The game, he doesn't know what he would do without you. You're his comfort blanket, and you've been a huge blessing to him personally. Obviously, that's high praise. You hear him say that. Just what's your reaction?
Yeah. I hate to say it, but I know that. Like, I know, like, sometimes coming down the court, coach might be thinking something, but I might see something that he might not see, or he might see something I might not see. But I know that he got a lot of trust in me, and, just earning that trust from him and getting that trust from him is a really big blessing.
For both you guys have been in a lot of SEC battles like this. Just how much confidence do you guys have at halftime when you're down, y'all haven't played very well, that y'all be able to figure it out and get it going in the second half?
I think we all know how good of a basketball team we are, and how capable we are, especially when we're making shots. We practice every day, we work out every day, so you just got to trust your work. And I think going into halftime, that's what we were saying. We were saying we were playing good defensively. It's not really a lot more we could have done defensively. So if we're doing what we're supposed to do defensively, offensively the shots will come. And even if it doesn't, we know how to adjust.
Jahmai in the back here. What adjustments have you made to your jump shot? Because obviously today went pretty well.
Well, honestly, it's been a little bit tougher. I'm gonna thank God first, and that's something that I've been trying to get a habit of, is getting closer to Him, especially throughout this a couple of games before. It definitely gets frustrating sometimes when people think that you're not as much of an offensive player, especially in the SEC. I grew up, I didn't just do defensive slides. Like I was a hooper, and I played outside. I played in the playground. I played in open runs. I played in gyms like that, and I know how to hoop. But I'm also a cerebral player. I know I got guys like Zakai. I know I got guys like Chaz. I know I got guys like JG. College is in the NBA, and we don't have as many possessions to do that. We're in close games every single game. And so me trying to go out and prove that I'm a really good offensive player isn't going to do us justice if we have a guy like Chaz Lanier who's shooting, 40% from three. You want the best percentage shot possible. And that's something that I've been wanting to do ever since I've been here, and something that I've been trying to do. Obviously, with that being said, there's possessions where I need to be more aggressive offensively, where I can draw the defense, where I can score and get to what I like to get to. But for me, it's just setting guys up like him, setting guys up like Chaz, setting guys up like JG. And if we can get the whole team on that same, kind of stand, we'll get even better.
Jahmai, being aggressive, it seems like you've been more aggressive at trying to get to the basket and drive. Have you made a concerted effort to do so, or is that just kind of a product of taking what the defense has been giving you?
It's definitely been tougher, just because of my fingers and stuff on my left hand. I really, honestly, I think it was like a couple days ago where I had to change kind of my jump shot a little bit to where it feels more comfortable, and that was a big adjustment for me. So before that, it was really just trying to get downhill and attack. Knowing that I wasn't as comfortable with shooting with the tape and with my fingers, I'm not going to just go out there and experiment. I'm going to do what I know I can to help the team win, and that was to drive off closeouts. And I know how good I am going downhill, not only going to kick to others, but also going to score. But now that I feel like I've gotten a little bit better with my form and repping it out a lot more with the tape and getting used to it, I'm definitely feel like somebody when their feet is set to shoot the ball. I think he knows, I'm going to work on it. He knows he has confidence in me. I think the whole team has confidence in me to shoot the ball, but really just shooting the ball, attacking the closeouts, and doing whatever I can to be aggressive on that end.
Paige West.
Zakai, after those three made straight three-pointers, how different did the game feel in that moment, and how nice did it feel seeing those three go down right in a row?
I mean, it felt really good, but, we got the crowd into it, and, everybody was into it. Everybody on the bench, the coaches was into it, everybody on the court. And so, when we get that type of energy from the crowd, I would say it picks us up even more. So, I'll give it a lot to Vol Nation. They fed the floor tonight, and they did their thing. But, I felt like that was a really big game-changing sequence that we went through, and us really not getting too ahead of ourselves. Even after that, we let them go on a little bit of a run, but we still got back into it. But I feel like that was something that gave us some leeway to win this game.
Question for both guys. I'm sure you'd rather open the game on like a 30-4 run or whatever y'all went on there, but can runs like that, moments like that, can they feel a little bit sweeter when there's a game where neither team's scoring a lot? It seems like it's frustrating, everything falling off the rim. To have a run like that in a game like that, does that maybe feel a little better?
Absolutely. I think going in, I think some of our teammates really don't know as much yet with the experiences that they've had in the SEC. But me and Zakai know, like, going in every game is going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight, and defense is going to be played regardless. Every team in the SEC is really good. So going into games, we don't expect going on a 30-2 run. Like, that's just not as realistic in this league with the defense that's being played. Our team's going to hit shots, yes. Our team's going to come out hot some games, absolutely. But we don't expect that. We don't go into that. We go into, games defensive-minded and shooting shots that we practice, shooting shots that we work on in practice. And going from there, if we do happen to have one, it's great. If we don't, we know how to adjust. We don't get down on ourselves just because we don't have the run that we feel like we're supposed to.
Either of you, with drop coverage and all that, what kind of weapon is Jordan Gainey in the mid-range?
Oh my God, man, we got to go through it every day. We guard him every day, so if we might be trying something new, or like scouting whatever team we about to play, might be going in drop coverage. He's out there having a field day in practice, so that's something we see every day. He's a really good 3-level scorer, and so once we hear team playing drop coverage in a ball screen, we already know he about to get to it.
Last one from Matt.
Jahmai, what's your message to Chaz right now as he's kind of going through it, shooting the basketball, and how have you seen him maybe stay upbeat during these last couple of games? Have you seen him kind of respond and try to maintain how he typically is?
The thing about Chaz that I think a lot of people don't know is this is what helps him. He's not an up-and-down guy. He doesn't get up when he's shooting well and get down when he's not. He's the same every day, every practice. He's consistent, working on his game. Whether he's shooting bad or not, he's definitely figuring it out. I'm not worried about Chaz shooting the ball. Just his gravity of what he's done is going to draw defenses for guys like JG to go off, for guys like Z to go off, to get K, to get Igor, to get D-Stone, all the guys on the team. His gravity and him being on the court, he doesn't have to hit shots. He can go 2 for 16 and we'll win. You know what I mean? And I know Chaz enough to know that he's in his head. He knows he has to keep working. In practice, I know that I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure that he feels the SEC defense that's going to be coming every day, and doing my part with that. But I know Chaz enough to know that he's not down just because he has a game like this. Chaz is a resilient player, and it's somebody that is going to get better with every game. So, and like I said, he's not just a shooter. He can get to the basket. His gravity can draw defenses. He knows how to get into the mid-range. He's the last person I'm worried about. I've been with him throughout this whole year. I know he's a special type of player, and I think he's going to do even better from here on out.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.